Rear axle in, here with Adam from Mid America Kustoms. Dude, thank you so much for putting everything together. I really appreciate it. I know we had some issues with getting, was it the bare brackets for the e-brake, or?
It was, so the actuators, and it is a C5 actuator is what they use to the parking brake. So they had to get us 2 new actuators, and then, yeah, one side, this side here, the bolts went into them. They're Allen's flathead, they were gone, no Allen left. So it took a little bit of work to get them out, but overall it wasn't too bad. I mean, the brakes did fit right on there. All the offsets were money. Yeah, overall it was pretty good.
Sweet. I'm glad I didn't give you too much trouble then. We got a new drive shaft in there for the messed up other one we talked about earlier, so we got that all dialed in and she's good to go. I don't know if my speedometer's going to be off. I changed gears, but I'll have to see, because I know that the speed sensor for this car I think is off the transmission now, so it may not change on the rear end gear ratio. I'll have to see. If so, I can calibrate the speedometer manually with the speed hut gauges.
Are you using TC on this?
What's that?
Do you use TC, or are you using the
It's built into the tune.
Okay.
It's built into the tune. I actually haven't used it yet because it has done pretty darn good.
Yeah.
But it's in there. And he said if you want to give it hell and throw her in first gear, it'll help a little bit.
Okay. The sensor in the back is not the factory anymore, so he may just have to, I don't know on theirs if the sensor has to be calibrated differently or whatever.
Okay. I don't know. I'll have to kind of experiment. You know, truth be told, I never actually used it before. I know Safe did when he did the tune and he initially set it up, but I haven't used it personally. So if I got issues with it, I can just get it back to him. It's not a big deal, I'm sure. So.
Awesome.
Well, Adam, thanks again, man.
Thank you, guys.
Really appreciate it. You guys have done phenomenal work. Anybody looking for something similar to this, or these guys, I mean, I've said it before publicly, but these guys are probably some of the fastest guys in the state. They know their stuff and do really good work, and Adam's a stand-up dude to do business with. So thanks a lot, fellas. Appreciate it. All right, so first drive in the car, off the bat, I can already tell, I don't know, you guys may not be able to tell with the sound on this or not, but it is so much more quieter. I don't know, it might get more noisy too as time goes on, it's hard to say, but it's just so much more quiet driving in the car. If nothing else, that's really nice. Seems to drive nice and smooth as it should be. I need to get out my phone and check GPS. Don't worry, I'm a professional. Sitting here driving a car while I'm recording a video, while I'm getting on my phone all at the same time to check my actual speed here. I don't know, like I was talking to Adam, if the speedometer is going to have to be recalibrated, and I can do that on the speedometer. It's pretty easy. I just need to find out the actual speed I'm going versus what the speedometer is showing to see what I'm actually doing. I'm using my phone because it's got GPS. It should be within a mile an hour or so accurate. So, and it looks good. It says I'm doing about 65 on the speedometer there, and give or take there, I'm doing, it says 67, 66. You know, it's right in there. 65 looks about right on. So, I don't know. I think I'm doing all right. So I don't think I'll have to recalibrate the speedometer after all, so that's a win. Like I said, I didn't think I would because the vehicle speed sensor on this is off the transmission. If it were a standard car, anytime you change gears, obviously you gotta get into the tune and change what the speedometer reads, but this is all different since it's custom. So next step for the car and for the project, I need to get all this old gas out of there. I'm sitting at, well, a little bit below 3/4 of a tank of E85, and it's freaking cold outside. It's only 25 degrees. So it's going to go away for the winter for a bit, and it's going to sit on what fuel's in the tank, and I don't want to leave E in there because E left alone will do some bad things, mostly the injectors. I talked to Blake a little bit, and he said my injectors are the stainless ID2000 injectors, so it won't harm the injectors per se, but it could gum them up. Worst case scenario, Richie, who won the contest of the real world horsepower, he has an ability to clean the injectors if they do get gummed up. We can check it out next year, but one way to alleviate that altogether, and the nice thing about this car, the way we set it up, is it's got flex fuel, so I'm going to put 93 octane in it after I drain some of the fuel out, and then put some fuel stabilizer in it, and then that should keep everything safe for a while. I won't be able to run high boosties, but I think the boosty days are headed in for this year until next year one is short, but thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks again for Adam for all the hard work from Mid America Kustoms to getting the rear axle put in. And yeah, good times roll. This should make everything stronger. The whole point of putting the new rear axle in was really to have that stronger Moser 9-inch over the 12 bolt. So I can feel comfortable now going to the track and railing the snot out of it on all the beans if I need to on some slicks, knowing I'm not going to damage or break anything back there, which is perfect. So thanks again. We'll see everybody soon.